Wow, I like how they do this one because apparently they didn't make like a DLC card. Welp, get a load of this. Okay, I need to find out where the security station in this facility is. It's probably over on the other side. Where am I? Ah, I'm going the wrong way. Fuck it, we're going nuclear.
Access granted.
Beer. Beer. Gulp. Gulp. Oh man, I can't read this. I'm too drunk. Jetson! Why did you do this, Jetson? Oh, sweet, it's a security hub. Goodbye, cameras. Where am I? Hey, it's Burke's office. Burke's revolver. Huh. Wow. A custom-made diamondback revolver with compact dense frames. It's the... Mm-hmm. Holy damn.
Geithner, any reason Burke's got a spare retinal prosthesis lying around his office?
He just received it this evening from the Tai Young Medical Corporation. HQ had a custom set made especially for him, as a thanks for so many years of good service. Why?
He'll probably be real angry when he realizes it's missing. Jensen out.
Uh, 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 uh.
Access granted.
Not even supposed to be here. Ba 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 ba.
Here we are standing inside Netanya Keitner's office, our secret helper in the base. And one of the things that we do from a story standpoint is we really build these immense backstories for our characters. And then we can use, a lot of times that backstory never gets revealed directly in the game. And a lot of times people won't understand it, but we can use a lot of that for fuel, for the art, for the creation. And Netanya's backstory was created by one of the narrative designer's Bruce Kelly, and he had created this whole story about her and her twin brother who died when she was 13. So if you look very closely on the desk, you'll see some pictures that are supposed to be of her and her twin brother when they were young. And and I think, as a matter of fact, he even made the password on her computer was her brother's name, although at the moment I'm forgetting what that name was. Otherwise, I would tell you so you didn't have to hack it. So a lot of those kind of simple little details get put into the game and possibly never picked up on, but here's a few you can look at.
Hopefully.
Burk.
Yeah.
Do you think I could... Nah, probably not. It's probably locked. Man, this exploration stuff's working out for me, isn't it? So I picked up his eye. I like how I just picked up the guy's eye, and I'm like, hey, I got a guy's eyeball. That's perfectly normal. My teeth feel all gooey. Always feels that way whenever I bite directly into that part. Dedicated terminal. Well, don't mind if I do.
Access granted.
Ooh, I turned off some lasers. Sweet. I like that. As in, I don't like lasers, and I like the fact that they're now off. After all, this is Halloween. Ha 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 ha, Halloween. Getting past these deuterinos, gonna be tough. There's more rooms over there that I want to inspect first, though.
Someone's running. Sounds like someone running.
Signage. In every game, you always have like those arrows with directions. Say, you have the command room there so that the player can orient himself. In the Deus Ex world and with our art direction, we already have tons of numbers and decals all over the place in the walls. Like you see on the doors, there's 4 there. The problem we had is when we have actually important signage for you guys, just you need to get this way to get to your next objective. Well, it's hard for us to make it meaningful, to make it stand out from the other signage. So we're ending up using those glowy signs, hoping that during playtest they work that way. People tend to look at them a bit more. And it's really, I guess it would never be done that way in a base.
I picked up a data storage device.
Really, but there's so much noise with this signage all over the
Oh, I think I also have some things in my, like, drinks. I have a drink.
place that it's the only way we have of talking to you.
But it ended up working really well in the playtest. People could find a way before.
So drunk.
And before we
Drunk.
put it in, they just were totally lost in the base.
I'm still lost in the base.
You're always lost.
Yeah.
Do I have any praxis? Okay, just making sure. Great, now I have a whole bunch of beer to drink. Cameras? What cameras? This is some Halloween town, a Halloween town with a Halloween frown. Oh wow, that went so much faster than I thought. Okay, so there's a dude over there in the room next. He's probably in that room. So when I go out, I need to go cloak, get uncloaked, hit this guy on the... Oh god, I gotta hack a thing too. Unless I take that door, which might not lead there.
This is fucking boring.
You just got dunked on, son. That's how Jensen works. Pro energy bar, yeah! Been looking for some of those. Isn't I've been really looking for those. Harvester, security contracts. Wow, this place is so businessy. I can't take it anymore. I'm not gonna... Okay, if I put them right next to the door, that's gonna drag a lot of attention. At least try to nudge them over to the side, that if someone's like, hey, what the fuck are you doing? It's like, I'm just having a larf. I think I can now go and hack the room next door without major concerns, which is good. Because more hacking equals more loot.
In the room right in front of you, there's basically a security office, and there's a guard there sitting, typing to a computer. He's got a conversation with a patrolling guard.
No!
Access granted.
Damn. Yeah, the good stuff. And a book. And a computer unit. With a security rating of 2. Then we'll turn on the commentary, because it's probably going to be like, oh no, you did a hack thing. Everyone's super pissed at you now.
Access granted.
Money, 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 money. Should I say money, 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 Leon?
In the room right in front of you, there's basically a security office, and there's a guard there sitting, typing to a computer. He's got a conversation with a patrolling guard. And if you listen to the whole conversation, it's funny, but it also reveals that the guy's trying and trying and trying and keep on being interrupted to send an email, an update. So whether you interrupt the conversation or not, there will be an outcome on the computer as whether he sent the emails or not. So if you let the conversation go completely and the guy just keeps on going this thing, you go take him out and then you read the emails, you get like a new password and everything for the room. There are all sorts of information like that, and we try to create like some of those little moments in the missing link that creates a lot of life and believability to
And this one's especially important because if you let him send that email and then you read it, you get to uncover what you need to know to do the hidden choice at the end of the game.
That's true.
So let him send the email.
Yeah, do. Or kill him.
This is fucking boring.
Doot 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 doot. Halloween Town with a Halloween frown. Did you know today is Halloween? I didn't.
Security scan.
Not giving a damn about security scan. Pretending to perform security scan. Not accepted. Did not perform security scan. Just tried to make you feel better about your current situation.
Assembled.
Sorry for being passive aggressive. It's in my software.
Subject recognized.
You may now
Access
kick the door in.
granted.
Okay, where are we? Oh, we're in a huge fucking open area. This isn't gonna be hard at all.
So now you've made it inside the secret detention camp of the DLC of the Missing Link. And this was designed by Stephen Chichola.
Yes, thank you, Mary, and for saying that correctly. I was the level designer of the prison, and it was a lot of fun to do. One of the things that was really interesting with this level was that I had a lot of limitations in just the way it looked, and we had to redesign it completely from the ground up at least 3 or 4 times. At the start, it used to be sort of this long angular prison cell with just cells all along the wall. Very old-fashioned style looking references that were used for this. Eventually this got changed into a more open-ended, similar, but just had prisons on both sides of the walls with a larger space in the opening in the middle, and that got changed again. And then finally we've reached this conclusion to have this sort of tube, this turbine almost, that I would call it a silo is what we actually called it, of all these prison cells.
And the reason for that was because we needed to create the sense of a very massive prison that extended on beyond the areas you would get to explore.
So when I got this request, it was kind of like, oh geez, how am I going to show this? Because we can't have the player going to 50 some odd floors, right? It would be a little ridiculous. So in the end, what I had figured out would be a kind of a clever idea was to have the entire floor in the center where this cube is rested upon is actually a mechanical floor that lifts and lowers depending on where the guards want to go inspect, I suppose. And
you can actually see this in the 4 tall pillars on the corner of that floor. There is this huge machine on them, which are basically kind of mechanical system that are the elevator system in there. We've designed that to make sense, and I guess that's the only thing that we have that really say this is motorized.
And another interesting tidbit was the entrance to this area. The positioning of the entrance to this large silo was something that changed also very often.
It was important to us because as soon as you get there, it's a very nice beauty shot of the prison. And the redesign of the thing, one of the big aspects of redesigning it, we had a much better Deus Ex style environment with this kind of sci-fi environment here, which I think it's really cool. I'd like a movie in that prison, actually.
It's a nice reveal.
Yeah, and I had to place all the NPCs as well in every single prison cell to, again, same problems that I had in the Alice Garden Pods earlier in HR, is that you're trying to make a very populated area, but you have limitations on how many NPCs you can use. And so I kind of managed
waiting for this dumbass to stop talking about his stupid pod
every so often, each doing different things, and you can kind of talk to them. And so that was a lot of fun. I hope you enjoy this area.
I would enjoy it more if there wasn't a guy constantly talking like, you know, I did a lot of work on this.
This is wrong. You can't lock up someone who's innocent.
Dude, are you just gonna randomly accuse people of being tourists?
Let me out. I've done nothing wrong.
This is Halloween.
Where are we?
Do, 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 do. There. One less guard is a whole lot less work.
How much longer will you keep us locked up for nothing? This is a travesty of justice.
Can I destroy this?
Look up. Something that gamers don't usually do when they enter an area is look directly upwards. And what I actually tried to do with this little vent passageway with a goodie down low is to hide what I put above. I really, for the DLC, I really wanted to put a secret in a secret, is how I call it. And it's kind of the thing where you finally move the box, you find the vent, you're like, I found it, you go in, you get loot. Normally, in your gamer sense, you would just leave. You would backtrack out. I succeeded. Next objective. But in this case, I wanted to hide another secret on top of this, and this came from the entire thought process of being able to choose who to save.
But this is a very, very important room
Yes.
because this gives you access to a very hidden third option that you can save everybody
Yeah,
in
that
the
was
game.
my fault. I'm sorry. It's just Deus Ex is all about choices and consequence, and we from very early on it was the idea of you can save someone specific, very important to the story, or you could save the prisoners because it's mass murder at that point. You'll figure it out later when you play it. But as a Deus Ex thing, I really wanted to. On a game design perspective, on a gameplay perspective, it was important that we offer like a very, very unique choice for the player that really wants to work to succeed into something special. And that was to save everyone. Find a way. There's always a way to save everyone. So Steven sort of looked at me weird. I said, really?
But I love that stuff. I
We all
really
love
do.
that stuff.
And I thought that I didn't want to just give it away, Something as important as that, I wanted it to be really something for the true searchers and explorers.
Yes.
So if you look up, go there
So you
when
made
the
it
time
super,
comes.
super hard to save everybody.
Exactly.
I'm so close to just giving myself the stuff that I used to have because this is pissing me off. This is how you get on my nerves, people. Is to do this. Oh man, I'm so salty right now. The salt is flowing under my nostrils, and I'm like, ugh, that's really kind of gross when you think about it. I can't hack that.
Keitner, Jensen, I'm in your detention camp and uploading to the security mainframe now.
Copy that. Any problems?
Negative. I gotta say, though, this isn't exactly what I was picturing when you described it.
Yeah, well, we'll talk about that later. Right now, you need to get inside the interrogation wing and find out what Burke is hiding. Contact me when you know. Keitner out.
You'll all pay for this. I am not a terrorist. You are the terrorist here.
Have you ever made it about when they were coming back? I'm starting to think I can feel
Uh-oh, those are online. So how do these work?
What you're doing is
If you look across the gap in the middle of the hole, you'll see a praxis point over there on top of the rooftop of the giant cube in the middle of the room. I actually had a lot of fun with this because there isn't really many places in the game, in HR really, where we actually abused running and jumping as sort of a way to get to a new location, because it's usually kind of messy. But here you need to actually have the jump augment, and you need to make a sprinting jump, and you'll be able to get onto the cube and get the praxis point. But just a neat
How do you
tidbit.
get back?
You just go inside it, you break the window on top, and you drop in safely, safe and sound. All situations are accounted for.
Really?
Yes.
Always.
Always.
So basically, get the fucking sprinting augment, because it's the shit. Apparently I can get some stuff and I can get a better exit. How many points did... Oh my god, I'm so bad. I'm so behind on what I need. I still hate the fact that I spent 1 point on that stupid, shitty fucking battery point that I don't care about. Hello, nothing, Finn. I'm still really upset over that praxis point. I want to get the jumping augment. I can do a lot of stuff with it, apparently.
Biometric data assembled. Subject.
How are you today? Nothing,
recognized.
Finn. I hope you're fine.
Access granted.
I hope you're extremely temp today.
So the restricted area. Here we had to design the environment in a way that made it obvious that you were not supposed to be there. Something bad is happening here. We had a bit of...
My inventory's full. When did that happen?
trying to figure out what looks this could have to look ominous. And at some point, when the environment was mostly done, we looked at it in a conference room in a review meeting, and we just all realized at the same time, oh my gosh, this looks like Star Wars. And it kept that way in the end, but we really felt that, wow, we're so gonna be sued.
But it wasn't intentional.
It wasn't intentional, it just we got there, and yeah.
So now we're joined once again with a voice you've heard several times in this director's cut, Steve Shepkowski, our
determination.
audio guy. And
Yeah, so we're here to talk about the new device that we introduced in the DLC, which was basically the audio logs, which I was really happy about. I thought it's a great way to add backstory at a very low cost, because it's just an object that we put in a room, and then you just plug in all the story stuff that you want the player to get. So for me, it's always a great, cheap way to introduce lots of backstory, and it was fun doing it because you get to put it together and you make your little ambiances and make it sound like you really try and sell it like it's a story. We had an operation scene in this, which was really fun to do, and I'm a big fan of audio logs. I think they're a lot of fun to do, and for sure on a production level, you get a lot of payout for the cost of putting one little object in the game. So yeah, it was great. I was happy we did it.
I'm sorry. I'll stay quiet, I promise. Just don't hurt me anymore.
Calm down. I'm not gonna hurt you.
You're not one of them?
Hold on.
I
Tell me about these scientists.
don't know. I mean,
I want to help you, but you've got to stay calm.
I don't know much. I've heard rumors and seen some things, and I know what they've done to me.
Is that why you're back here?
This is
Why?
because of the way they talk when they're with us. It's like they're looking for Nina Sullivan. I don't know why they're holding me in here. They just...
Cape Town.
Isn't that...
I take it you're not a terror.
No, I've never done anything wrong. Never demonstrated against any...
I know that
You're going to leave me here?
I can't have you tagging along just yet, or walking the halls alerting the guards. Trust me, when I can get you out, I will. But your best bet is to stay.
I'll alert them anyway. Burke and the 2 doctors were just here heading...
And then what? Do you really think they'll let you go? I'm still the best chance you've got, but you...
So right now you're looking at Nina, our poor prisoner. It was very important from a story standpoint that we could put some weight on saving these prisoners. You're going to have a very important choice, and it's a moral dilemma. And we really wanted to kind of stress that moral dilemma. So that kind of reasoning led to the creation of this character, Nina. We wanted to have a chance to have a conversation with the prisoners and to basically understand them as individuals. And that's why we have this one character who came in. We wanted actually to offer the possibility that you could rescue her individually because she was someone you have a face-to-face conversation with. But unfortunately, we knew we wouldn't be able to pull it off because we didn't want to have you, we didn't have any kind of mechanics for saving someone, for having them become a follower, etc., etc. So unfortunately, we had to leave her in this cell and leave you with that moral choice. And because we knew that, we basically decided that we needed to use her presence here to really make that choice stronger. And when the choice comes up, you'll see her again in some of the cameras that are focusing on the prisoners.
Clinical trial log 11/27. Attending
No, fuck it. I already had enough of all these god fucking stupid piece of shit damn fucking commentary logs. This place is just annoying. I am not filled with determination. Perhaps at one point, but it's been sucked out of me by this game. It's incessant, just... Yo, listen, gotta talk to you. I keep picking up data storage devices. Don't even know what they do! No more tears, yo! No!
Access granted.
So we mentioned before that we had a very, very limited cutscene budget for the missing link. We only had 3 minutes that we could use for cutscenes. And this cutscene that you're watching right now was one that we knew right from the get-go. We absolutely had to have it as a cutscene because of several things that were happening. First of all, we're showing you Gary Savage, who's a Deus Ex character, so we can't let you kill him. We also don't want you to kill the villain, Burke, so we had to make sure that he was a part of this scene and that the player could not interrupt with it in any way, shape, or form. We also needed to show you at the end that you had to see a hidden panel and a secret wall that is going to be key for your next objective. But I think another main reason that we did it was simply because our dialogue system in the game was not made to support more than 2 players, or two characters at any one time, Jensen and another. So in this instance, we actually absolutely had to make this as a cutscene because of all the reasons, from a technical aspect, from the story point that we were trying to give across, from the fact that we know that that players like to kill people and we couldn't allow you to do that. So all of that kind of came into making this the most important cutscene for us.
Jensen. Jensen! 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 I heard you're in a secret, top secret military facility. I hope you've been taking plenty of pictures of Spider-Man. I can't stop it. I just like doing the voice because it's such a dumb thing to do.
Keitner, I found out what Burke's been concealing.
Ah, so
The
close.
interrogation wing is some kind of medical testing facility. He's using the prisoners as lab rats.
For what?
Not sure. I'll need Burke's retinal scan data to find out.
I can't download that without setting off a million alarms. However, you still have...
You think it's old? Well, I think it's hilarious!
that retinal prosthesis you stole from his office?
If you're suggesting I use it to fool a retinal scanner, it won't work. The eye synthetic tissue spike needs to be connected to a real optic nerve. Otherwise, it just reads as metal.
I know. That's why you need to take it to Quinn. I'll tell him to expect you. Keitner out.
Nah, man, I understand your point. It's a bit old. It's a bit of a done and open and shut thing. But I just like if I really wanted to bring it up a bunch, I would bring it up a bunch. I bring it up once in a while just to kind of drive point the point that Jensen is just working for John Jonah Jameson to get pictures of Spider-Man for some reason. Even though Seraph is a security company. And probably has no major benefit from taking pictures from a fictional superhero. That reminds me of that Lego Marvel game, which actually did a pretty good job of modernizing the Daily Bugle a bit. I really like that game, actually. It's a lot better than the Batman one, because even though it's still the same grind, it just has a certain touch to some of the special missions you unlock.
Granted.
Still could use a lot more spit and polish, though. What should I spend my point on? How about nothing? How about fucking nothing? Doesn't even break it. See, this is why I carry a fucking handgun. That guy...
Please, call the embassy. They will vouch for me. This is outrageous. You can't do this.
You heard the man. This is outrageous. You can't do this. Except for the fact that you're in jail. And last time I checked, people in jail are in jail for... Nah, I'm not that kind of person. I'm not going to be that kind of harsh judgmentalist about things. So they said I could get some super cool sweet stuff over here. I'm a trailblazer! Oh yeah! Blazing them trails at 50 miles an hour. Fuck yeah! Yeah! Trailblazing! Trailblazing! I can't believe I have one dart. Yeah. Oh man. Oh man. I thought they said there was something over here. I don't like this. I don't like the fact that this is happening. Maybe it's for later. Maybe it's like later you come here and then you can do it. Still pretty upset, but I'll keep it in mind. I'll keep it in... I got something out of it. I got like 1,000 credits out of it, man. That's like a good slice of a praxis point, I guess. So it's worth the effort. I got a praxis point out of it already, so... You know... Making the money. These security terminals are everywhere.
Activating security scan.
I don't care about your security. See, if I was really still going to bring up that Spider-Man thing all the time, I'd be like, the only thing they're really scanning for is for pieces of Spider-Man. But I'm not, because it's just a thing I bring up every once in a while. So get your britches in a bunch. Actually, do the opposite.
Subject recognized. Access granted.
But only on condition you get me a nice date. I really like the printer in the room next door. How about you get me to that? Maybe I'll let you through next time. Oh man, I love it when printers date security machines. It's the best kind of dating. You know what I should buy? Energy regeneration, because that's really been bugging me. I really love some fast energy regeneration. Oh, look at that! Ooh, look at that smooth! Get dunked on! Motherfucker! Get dunked on. I still haven't drawn Ophinia actually doing the keyboard thing that she does sometimes.
Access granted.
Experience. I love experience. Thank you for your bullets, dear Sir Esquire, but you're gonna have to come with me now. Jensen, why do you drag everyone by the foot? That's gotta be like a health code violation. Credit chit, 60 bucks. Silencer. Probably can't use that anyway, but hey, I got a silencer. I don't get why the silencer's such a small box. I like that if you have the ability to lift heavy objects, you're just going to be lifting heavy objects all the time. No code found, and I can't hack it either. Wah, wah. You know what? Fuck it. Fuck it. I'm in full-on fuck it mode. What's this computer called? This is TK Line. Let's see. It is Freaker. No, type it in. I told you I'm in full-on fuck it mode. I mention the fact it's not that harmful. Just a couple of emails that some people may pause the game to look at, you know.
Damn, am I hearing things?
There's people, like, directly above me. I did not know that. Get dunked on! Don't worry, dude. You've been dunked by the professionals. That means that everything's gonna be alright. Come on, get next to your buddy. You guys can be besties. Motherfucker. Get dunked on! The dunk is real. 2K14.
Access denied.
I didn't know it was gonna be that strong. I like how it's if they're detected by cameras or patrolling. If they're just standing around, it's fine. Don't worry about it. If they're just goofy goobers, it's fine. Come on!
Access granted.
Give me your gun. Good job. I was already in here. Oh, yeah, this is Burke's office. I've already been in all these rooms. I gotta pee, though. I'm within critical peeing distance, I guess.
Access granted.
Script kitty! Script kitty! I'm a kid. Oh, I like how that door is a 1. It's always a 1 if it's super important. You know what I'm gonna do? I think I'm gonna take a leak, which means I'm gonna crank on an ad. You know, I didn't think I'd do it, but I did draw both of my characters, my OCs that I have on the tumblers, in costumes. Although one of them is technically not in a costume, because, you know, they're stuck under a tree and they can't actually do much right now. Times like this where I'm like, I probably should have gone the reflex, but then I realized, you know... Okay, can I do this, is the question.
Question as many people as you can. That's an order.
Can I shoot him? And then knock... Yeah! I did it! Yeah! Guess who's smooth? Motherfucking groove. Oh man, I'm too sleek. I'm too smooth. I've got moves. Moves you wish you had. But you don't, because you're dumb. Oh my god. Ah! Oh my... I need to see... Oh man, this newspaper looks so good now. That's not how beer works. I like to pretend it is. It makes me feel like I'm missing out on more than I really am. Wow, this guy was working from behind a locked terminal. That is incredibly impressive. He's probably a hacker. No! Can't stop me. And I got 50 credits. I don't like those. Ooh. I want to try this one. Let me actually just reload this page, and then I'll go to Tyler Kine. Tyler Kine. Because I actually want to see this. Craig Tyler, Real Fun Computers. Okay, RE a little more practice. Oh, wow, someone decoded it. There's a message in a little bit of practice. The key is the email itself. Here's something a little tougher. The decoded message is... Oh, that's pretty clever that the key is... Okay. I heard something interesting from Quinn. RBS wasn't always an naval operations space. He said the planet was strictly a prison. Don't know who built it. Ah. That's actually pretty cool. Did I already read the last one? Probably did. Oh, that's actually... There's no one's a Rastafarian! Oh, that's making me sad. Oh, they don't have anyone Shinto. Well... Sci-fi anthology. I assume that's something goofy. Oh, they have ancient Egyptian cover. That's adorable. You go, people. You go. That's pretty cute. I think that's really adorable. Like I don't give a damn. You can call me atheist. You can call me agnostic. I don't give a damn. But I think it's really nice that they support that kind of multiculturalism. You know, that's some cool-ass stuff to see that an evil military organization at least provide support for those people with religious beliefs, you know. That just makes me... Wow, that is a very, very tight security panel. I said I would go to fuck it mode, but I think this is the point I'm going to have to say, you know what, it's... Like, at that point, it's just cheating, you know. Like a 4 because, I just entered a room and I can't access it. Fine. But a thing that's like literally that's a little much. It's just beyond my boundaries, you know? Because it's like, that's clearly like a cheat room so you can get past something really fast, but... Yeah, it is, because I can already access that. Oh my god, I'm not going to make this, am I?
Access granted.
Oh! I made it! Sweet deal, Ruby Bleal. I like how I left the rooms nice and tidy, with every guard stuffed away in a corridor somewhere. You can do it, you can do it, just believe in yourself, just believe in yourself. I hope that guy sells fucking data packs, you know. There's a bunch of dudes out here. And that's really annoying, because I need to be there. I can't see the... Okay, he's over there.
Just saw the Irishman down below. He says he'll have the new merchandise soon now that the ships are done.
Finally. Hey, did you ever wonder about his setup? I mean, I know he's a civvy, but Bell Tower's pretty strict about military procedures. They gotta know about this guy.
Sure they know, but to them, he's like a pressure valve. Quinn gets us some of the things Bell Tower doesn't provide. Plus, he doesn't even slide, so...
We get to feel like we're getting away with something. Plus, we get some extra goodies.
Exactly. As long as it doesn't get out of control, they'll let the Mick run his little market.
Huh? What's that?
How did he see me? I want to know that. I guess it's because when they're alarmed, they can see you better. I guess it's like a elevated state of awareness. Or maybe it's because when you use a gun, enemies are generally made aware of your location. So it's like a general rule. If you shoot a gun, people are going to get mad at you. I do like that they call him a Mick. I don't know a lot of Irish slang names, as they call it. So, it was a nice learning experience, I guess. Learning some insults. I guess. I'll never use them, but... Motion detector active. I don't know why they have a bowl. Spooky. Spooky, scary skeletons and shivers. I just noticed I don't have anything equipped to my G slot. Oh, whatever. Is my gun fully loaded? Yep. Thing fully loaded. Still no tranks! I got 2, but I don't need them. I've noticed that this area is way too compact to really need tranks.
So, what's the story? Just got off the horn with the commander. She says...
Prosthetic eye, one of Burke's. We needed to get past a retinal scan, but it...
Aye, without an active neural connection, it might as well be an expensive paperweight. May as well put a gobstopper in front of the scanner for all the good that thing will do you.
Solutions, Quinn.
Lad, I may be just a mechanic, but I'm also the only thing keeping this whole bleeding right. So that's it now. You got the eye. Sorry it took a little longer than I expected. Nearly break.
This is pretty impressive.
What's that supposed to mean? There's more to old Quinn than meets the eye. No pun intended. You wouldn't be the first fool to...
Well, there's more to this job than just a simple battery swap. I saw you modifying the BIOS. This is state-of-the-art.
What are you going on about now? Ain't nothing you couldn't pull off with a degree in computer engineering and a little elbow.
I'll give him that much. It's a lot easier than most people make it out to be.
Is it supposed to be moving?
Aye. Bloody creepy that is.
Why only one use?
Without being hooked up to a proper battery, like your brain, the voltage spike from a single scan will trip the surge protectors, shutting it down to prevent...
Well, hopefully this thing works.
It'll work just dandy so long as you don't do something stupid like drop it. And it ain't a bloody webcam. So don't try using it to... What?
I got this really nasty gun, if you might want to buy it. Yeah! 2,000 smackers! I never use peps, but I want to hold on to it just in case things get a little bit hairy. Ein machine pistol. Would you like ein machine pistol? Just like saying that. I hope he has new stuff. Of course he doesn't. He has lots of beer, though.
Satisfaction.
Quinns, you let me in that room now, right fucking now, or I'm gonna start shooting tranquilizers at you. Oh, that's like the threat I'm gonna throw at him. I'm gonna shoot you with a tranquilizer. I'm gonna make you slightly sleepy. Wow, this is a really exposed elevator. This place must be extremely cold. Quinns, how are you not cold? You are like literally the outside of the building. Ugh. Where do I go? I go all the way back? This is not fun. This is like you went there once, now you gotta go back again because of video games. I kinda wanna go to loading bay dock room 3, but I know it's not gonna do me any good. Guess who gets to go through another security scan? The answer is me!
Activating security scan.
Security scan, apathetic towards your current attitude. Security scan is totally not interested in you, Mr. Jensen.
Biometric data assembled.
You look good today. I mean, fine. I can't believe I'm being hit on by a tsundere! And it's a security system, no less.
Subject recognized.
I am nicer than
Access
GLaDOS.
granted.
Just for you, Mr. Jensen. And it's like really nice about it. So you're like a little sweetheart. Anyway.
Why are you doing this? You're monsters!
I hope you saw that. Because that was cool. Don't I have a practice point? Yes, I do! What should I get? I can get stealth. Because it's fun, and I like saying it.
Please, don't send me to the doctors!
Nuke it!
Access granted.
That is not a bad theory, actually. Come on, Jensen. Just believe in yourself. Your Jen will be Jensen with Jensen. Please don't send me to the doctor. He'll make me calculate a hypotenuse. Right to a doctor in a medical profession. Or maybe they can. I wrote this monologue and speech just to get my point across. I hope you're willing to listen because it's really important to me. Nah, you can't see me because I'm invisible. I'm invisible. Domo kanderu. Oh, oh. This place is so big. I really like that. I want to throw a box at one of those things. Just be like, throw a box at you. How do you like me now, box?
Activating security scan.
You have 2 eyeballs. Is that the correct number of eyeballs? Would you like a supplementary eyeball? Oh, never mind. You have an eyeball in your pocket. I'm surprised it isn't like, what the hell's that eyeball doing in your pocket, sir?
Subject recognized.
Please identify the one-eyed golem in your pocket. See, the fun thing about this super wayfinder is that I don't even have to guess if there's someone's gonna, like, pop out of the door, because I can just know that stuff. Jensen. God damn. Oh, those guards just get incredibly spastic as you do that. They're like, what the fuck, man? This is a neat sneaky way out in case I need it. But it also means there's sneaky stuff over here. Like a typhoon ammo. And more boxes. I have to say, the amount of boxes and corpses here is just extravagant. I stood on a box, so I didn't get to see it.
Access granted.
I like it when that happens, because it's so dumb. Oh no! It's steam.om. What the hell? That dock just got sandblasted.
This is an elevator, of course, that's going down, and it's one of the few times where we could actually make this very directed flow of whatever happened.
Jensen, it's Keitner. Where are you?
In a well-concealed elevator inside the prison's restricted wing. Your gun-running neural engineer deserves a raise.
I take it the eye worked then. Good. Now listen, if what you say is true, if Burke really is using the prisoners here as lab rats, I need proof. Hard evidence that I can take to Interpol.
An entire prison full of kidnapped civilians isn't enough?
You're an ex-cop, Jensen. You tell me. How many death row inmates crying on about their innocence have you seen getting out?
Point taken. I'll see what I can find.
Why am I giving the evidence to Interpol? I'm supposed to give the evidence to her, not Interpol. This is really cool because it's slightly pixely, but it still looks really clear. Hot damn, how low are we going? How low can you go? This low, apparently. Where am I? I wonder if this is the secret vault where they keep...
On the other side of that window, you see this robot arm trying to do something with those cells that needs to be cooled down or something like that. We don't quite know what it is exactly, but it's something technical and cool.
Something to do with the secret lab.
Probably something to do with this entire installation. Now, this robot arms actually took a long time to do, but it was made by Philippe Desrosiers, the lead modeler, on his own time, actually, not on work time. It's something that he wanted to do. He spent probably the equivalent of 20 entire days on that thing.
Wow.
It's actually a robot that, it's not animated, it's actually a robot that plan what it's doing with our internal interactive system. It's like a robot done with the most complicated way possible, but it's cool, like it does stuff and you could look at it try to do thing with those batteries.
Try and figure out what it's doing.
Yes, and it's doing not something really interesting in the end, but it's a really, really cool robot arms, and it's cool that we could manage to do these animated stuff the way they are.
So here we are inside a very, very important story room. This entire room was basically created to help convey the real story we wanted. We had so much we wanted to express here that this is a top secret research base tied with VersaLife. If you look very carefully, you might find some clues about that here. And it was really to just kind of show off a lot of what we were unable to show off in HR in the Omega Ranch facility. So we wanted to really get across a lot of that idea of the experimentation that's going on here, on human experimentation. We wanted to put in all the ties to the Hyron project. In the corner you can see parts of the boss that you're actually going to fight later. And one of the really, really cool things is what we call those surface tables, these holographic tables. And every single one of them, if you have the right device that will activate them, they kind of even in themselves tell even more story. I think one is talking about a secret moon base that's going on. One of them is showing the locations of all the Hyron projects that exist in our universe and all the Panchaea
Play
projects,
nice, kids.
because there's more than one. But all of that secret stuff that's hidden throughout this, all just to basically tell this depth of story if you just spend the time looking at it.
Artistically, this is by far the most expensive room we've made because of all of these details. We probably have there's an artist who worked exclusively on this room and the elevator ride just before for the entirety of the project, which means around 13 weeks to do all of this.
Can I just say, I would kill to have an outfit like that. That outfit looks sweet. Just look at that! Smooth, glossy white. Can't say no to that one.
So cold. Please don't leave me like this.
Like, the whole cybernetic stuff is creepy, but the clothes themselves are wink. And this is, yeah, creepy. But the outfit itself, delicious. That gets a solid grade.
Can't take anymore.
So they said it was a moon base. I don't see any moon bases.
Be free.
I like how everyone just leaves newspapers everywhere. What the fuck are you? Just a big box? How about you go box it out? Oh, now I can access the computer.
Sorry. So sorry.
SGSULPKT.
Don't hurt me
Ah.
anymore.
SGSULPKT. No! SGS! What the hell is wrong with me? Oh my goodness, this is a lot. Beep, bop, boop. Beep, bop, boop. Beep, bop, boop. Beep, bop, boop.
So cold.
Dude, you're cold because this place is cold. I have chilly feet, madam! I'm not appreciative of this. If I had my gun out, I would just go pew 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 pew. I can't believe they have so many of that outfit and they think that's just going to fit everyone. Dude, that does not look like a stretchy material. You're going to have to make those custom if you want them to fit right. You can't have any. Aw, that's adorable. I love it. I wish you could just smack this one in the back of the head.
Never mind the cost.
I got Learned Scholar. There's a beacon here.
So the one issue for me in this lab was where we had to put our Kavanaugh, the Dr. Kavanaugh, Tiffany Kavanaugh, who's a very important character for the story. And when we were originally looking at it, I really kind of wanted her off separated in her own room because we needed to kind of have it make sense from a story perspective how you can come into this room and do whatever the heck you want and she doesn't pay any attention. So it was a bit of a challenge because we had such a small space that we could work with.
Yeah. One of the things that ended up happening was we ended up having art constraints a little bit, just on size. We couldn't make 2 huge story rooms. We could only really have one.
There were also those glasses. We were supposed to enclose it in glass, but it transparency costs a lot to the current generation graphic cards. And we couldn't, there was so much stuff going on in that room that we had to get rid of that glass, and yeah.
Yeah, and another problem was the generation of chaos from the player. We couldn't have him shooting a machine gun all over the place, and then you could maybe possibly kill Kavanaugh, which was also a really big no-no. So we ended up taking away the holster, force holster on the weapon, so that's a little bit annoying.
And then we tried to sell the fact that she doesn't see you by having her positioned her back to you and have her absorbed in her work. I always kind of wanted her to have headphones on, like she's trying to listen to music or something. But we hopefully sold it a bit in terms of the custom animation that we created for her, so that when you actually go, she kind of jumps like she's really scared and was absorbed in her work.
Yeah,
so
I think it worked out.
Oh, here,
Moonbase. How much focus you have to put on something like that just to try and sell it when you know the player can do anything they want.
Why is this window here? This window has got to be like the biggest security issue this entire facility has.
Significant changes in glial tissue buildup.
Of course, Jensen is going to talk to her. Well, drunk! Hello, I'm your drunk interrogator today.
What horrors you got here, Doc? You letting anyone in, or just women?
Who are you? How'd you get down here? This is a restricted area.
Obviously. You wouldn't want the rank and file knowing what kind of...
No, you don't understand. I'm not...
Where's Burke? And your research partner, Savage?
Fred
Savage went back up to the base. And Gary left. Told me to be smart, keep my mouth shut.
For now? I heard the 3 of you talking up there in the morgue. Sounded like you don't exact...
Kavanaugh. And who the fuck are you?
The name's Jensen. I came here looking for someone. Megan Reed.
Reed? I've seen her research. Gary
Megan Reed was kidnapped, Kavanaugh. Violently. As was her entire scientific...
No! You don't understand. I'm trying to save them. Gary and I, we were sent here to put the OCM project back on track. It wasn't until we got here that we realized what that meant, and by then...
OCM. Savage used...
Organic computational matrix. It's a means of cross-connecting living brain tissue and artificial intelligence systems to create...
That's what you're doing down here, turning prisoners into computer parts.
Jensen,
Human brain
calm down!
activity has to be integrated with the technology, or else it won't work.
DARPA.
What does DARPA have to do with this?
Nothing. Not directly. In 2007, they started looking for research partners.
Bell Tower being one of them.
No. Bell Tower.
So this biotech company took the idea to Bell...
A corporation that, being privately...
Just how...
I don't know. But a lot of them don't seem to survive for more than a year. I've told the others there's no way this project can stay viable with these kinds of...
Computers.
There's several. This is just where the process starts. The factory.
Yeah, except you can't. You seem to think Megan's research is integral to salvage.
It's not my project.
Right, just answer the question.
We're experiencing cross-systemic failures with the tech. Over time, subjects implanted with OCM augmentations suffer complete neurological...
I've heard that phrase before.
It's the building block of modern neuro-augmentations. Dr. Reed's been reshaping it, changing the way it bonds with living tissue.
Enough to warrant her kidnapping?
She's not on this project. I don't know what she's doing or where she is.
What am I going to be for Halloween? Dude, I don't know what I'm going to be for Halloween. Nothing. I don't care about big party things.
You're really going to stand there and try to justify your role in this?
It wasn't like that at first.
Right. And look how incredible it turned.
Are you insane? I can't.
The money
There's
is
too
what you
much
care
money
about?
invested in this.
I know people who can protect you, hide you.
It's not just Bell Tower. You...
Then we'll have to do what Savage did.
We can't. The hatches to all the docking hangars are locked.
Then I'll have to go back up there and unlock it.
Oh my God.
Damn right you are.
All right.
That was, heavy. Very heavy. I'm gonna look up Tiffany. Tiffany Savage. No, not Tiffany Savage. I'm impressed that there's two Tiffs. Yeah, I'm in the Netherlands, but it's been catching on over the years, so...
Keitner, contact Interpol. We need rendezvous coordinates for a deep-sea submersible.
A what? What exactly have you found, Jensen?
A research complex hidden beneath this base. One of its staff is willing to turn whistleblower if we can deliver her to Interpol using one of the lab's transport subs.
Which explains why you need the coordinates. I'll see what I can do. Keitner out.
Man, we are deep. There's some nice submersibles, though. I wonder if she can drive them. I wonder how difficult it is to drive a submersible like these. They look very general purpose. Very, very easy to control, you know. But why an underwater base? It's so hard to build.
Keitner, what the hell's going on? The elevator stopped.
Bert must have intercepted our comms. Get the hell out of there, Jensen. I'll meet you...
You know what? Oh, sweet, I got my Praxis kit back. Freebie. Wait a second. With 2 of these, I can get Oh yeah! We're going Super Jensen! Super Jensen is the fastest man alive!
Elevator's locked down, Sarge. The target must still be down there. Good. Fire Team Tango and Intercept. Lift is secure. Repeat. Lift is secured. Holding position. Suggest you continue protocol clean slate. Out. Terminate anyone that opens that door. Sarge, would have been someone from the science team. Expendable. And likely compromised. Do not take this man lightly, soldier. He has infiltrated a high-security bell tower base. Do not let the low casualty count.
Too bad for you idiots, I'm already out. Ooh, ooh. Oh man, I should just totally get Super Jensen powers. Like, why not, at this point? Is like, get the Super Jensen powers and just run for it like a madman. I love how I call it Super Jensen.
Warning. Gas dispersal imminent. This is not a drill. All attention silos.
Activating security scan.
If I had Icarus, I could just jump down, but I want to keep my low profile, basically. Which means I have to take a slightly different route. I also need to activate my Super Jensen powers!
Biometric data
Jensen!
assembled.
Fuck it, we're going Super Jensen. Jensen man! Ba 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 ba. God damn it! Stop flirting with me, machine!
Recognized.
I've had enough of this privatization.
Keitner!
We really broke open a...
It's bad.
Got those coordinates, Jensen.
I've got to get Kavanaugh out.
Can't.
What?
Burke's enacted a scorched earth There's a circuit board underneath the prison command tower.
Keitner.
Jensen man! Ba 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 ba.
Detention silo is secure. Lockdown is complete and Keitner has been taken care of. Out.
Oh fuck, oh fuck. This is where shit gets mad. Yeah, dude, I'm like waiting for that plushie to get like a design shot visual. Yep. Good job, Jensen man. You screwed the pooch. What's my time limit? I'm gonna look up if there is a time limit.
Sir, detention silo is secure. Lockdown is complete and Keitner has been taken care of. Out. You're sure that bitch is dead, right?
Jensen, I know it's not within you to do this, but...
This is a code yellow. Mass facility decontamination initiated.
No! You can't just do it like this! They're killing us all!
Jensen man!
Someone stop this! I don't want to die! I don't want to die here!
Silo decontamination underway.
Almost just. The toxicity level is dropping. You found a way to save everyone, Bratan.
What? The hacker from the ship. You've been listening this whole time?
Like Zetka said, everything's connected. You'll still need to unlock the submersibles while Whistleblower can go free. Use the touchscreen in the command tower. It'll also let you back inside the base.
And why would I want to go there?
Use your head, Tuvok. The last thing standing between you and Megan Reed is Burke.
Jensen man! I found a way to say everyone, Breton. Stop calling me Britain. I'm Jensen Man! Jensen Man, the greatest hero of them all!
Flushing ducts. Venting decontaminant.
Kavanaugh, I've unlocked the hatch and I'm transmitting the coordinates to a rendezvous site.
Oh, thank God. I thought when the code yellow started.
It's over. Just make sure Interpol gets that up.
Let me see, did I get everyone? I think I did, because
Evidence.
that's like the achievement.
I'm going after Burke. Jensen out.
Jensen Man! Ba, 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 ba.
Who's there?
Activating security scan. Biometric data assembled. Subject not
Corporal Tyler? Or should I say Adam Jensen? That's right. I know who you are now. Geithner wasn't quite as good at hiding her tracks as she thought she was. You're clever, I'll give you that. Most men aren't capable of seeing beyond the choice in front of them. But whatever you think you've done, it's of no consequence. Helping that fool Kavanaugh escape, saving the lives of a few worthless civilians, it won't change anything. All you've done is make yourself a target. The
That
real
changed
woman,
something.
This Megan you've been searching for, she's not here. And the only thing standing between you and the ship that could take you to her is me. I underestimated you back on the ship. I won't be doing it again.
Sure, Burke. Sure, Burke. I've got the best
Dad,
pistol this world's
you
ever
there?
seen.
Quinn? Where are you?
Getting me arse out of Dodge. Burke's had enough, and he's gunning for you. And I don't intend on being caught in the bloody crossfire. But listen, that trick you pulled with the gas, fucking brilliant work that was. Head to me shop. I left you a thing or two so you can give him hell.
I didn't do the side mission, though.
I'd like to say we'd meet again over a pint sometime, but, well, Godspeed, mate.
Good speed, mate. Good speed.
Someone hiding over there? Make him pay!
Ah, I got cocky. I got too cocky. Also, I didn't know that door hallway was there. I wasn't paying attention.
Head to me shop. I left you a thing or two so you can give him hell. I'd like to say we'd meet again over a pint sometime.
Where's this marker? It's over there. So I gotta go to the end of the hallway.
But, well, Godspeed, mate.
Where does this go again? Oh, it goes over there. It's useless to me.
You see that? The door opened, but no one came through.
I like how their point is that a door opened, but no one came through. Oh wait, this goes back up there. Ugh.
Something strange is going on. Stay alert.
Who's in on this, Jensen? Now, I know about Keitner, of course, but I suspect someone else is handling
You hear someone jumping around over there?
Get dunked on! That's what you get for thinking you're clever. Still not killing anyone. I have a gun with lots of bullets, but no uses for them. Unless I have to kill him, because the game has a little tendency of making you kill people when it's like a boss guy. And I'm like, what the fuck, man? A praxis point.
Makes you feel any better about Keitner's death? I doubt you had any intention of sending you on to the good doctor.
When do I even get in here without him stepping aside? I assume that there's like situations where the door becomes unlockable, but he's not letting you through. You know, because it's like you weren't a nice guy. I guess if you do the alternate option, he lets you get in here. But I have sweet stuff out of it though. I don't care about gas grenades, although I could use another EMP. I don't care about frag grenades either, but I could use an EMP. And I have way too many bullets.
I'm surprised. I assumed the man who took out both Barrett and Fedorova would favor more of a frontal assault.
Yeah, but he leaves everything locked up, is my point.
Tough one to read, Jensen.
I forgot, what did he just say? A frontal assault or not? Okay, so my pathing is I can go up, but I don't think that... Well, my point is to get to the loading bay at least.
You got him?
Should probably swap back to my non-lethal weapon in case things get a little bit iffy, because I don't accidentally want to actually shoot someone. That'd be rude. Where am I even going, like in the grand scheme of things? Check my objectives. Can't fire a rocket with a launcher barrel.
Nothing you've done here will make a difference. You know, Jensen. You know how human.
You know how humans are humans. It's almost like they're human. Jensen ODing really hard. Jensen, stop setting a bad example for the kids. I like how that gun is still there. After all this time, that gun is still there. Just like at the end of that other game, where it's like, even after all of that, you're still you. I like that because it's like you don't know what that means if you're doing a pacifist run, because you don't know what Kara is.
For such a formidable opponent, you surprised me. No reports from my man on your whereabouts. Have you abandoned your goal?
The door opened, but no one came through. Confirmation yet.
Shit. I need to immediately activate Plan B.
Nearest source of disturbance. We know someone's here. Keep looking. I've got a possible visual.
This is the part where I start stuffing my face with candy bars. God damn it, Jensen. This is what we trained for. This is what we spent all those frickin' points on. I got 3 praxis points and I'm not spending them. I need to spend them. I don't know what though. That's like the thing. I could go with reflex booster, but I'm not exactly in the position to use all that much. There's a turret, which I think is my last obstacle. I can throw the turret and just piss everyone off. I like that idea of just picking up a turret and throwing it around. Everyone's like, ah, there's a turret over there.
Well, you made it. I'm torn between admiration and pity. You've condemned me for my actions, Jensen. But look at the lengths you've gone to find one woman.
Didn't even pay for lip syncing.
Wasted potential. Although from what I've heard, I suspect you'll still be of use to me dead. There's no way off this base except through me, Jensen.
I need to know how to get to him, because there's apparently a way to knock him the fuck out. Just give him a good old-fashioned bonk on the head. I love bonking people on the head. It's a fantastic way of doing your job.
Enter combat.
Either way, I'm not exactly sympathetic to security robots.
You're an impressive warrior, Jensen. It's a shame you're so undisciplined and idealistic.
You call me motherfucking idealistic? Do you have any idea who I am? I'm goddamn Johnson!
Your altruism blinded. You could have been an asset to the project. I could have used you.
I didn't know how he saw me, but he did. I need to swallow some more painkillers. Because that little buffer is a fantastic way of keeping yourself from dying. Okay, he's at the end of this hallway, right? And there's a ladder, apparently.
So short-sighted. Stop running! Disappoint me. How can a man so gifted be so blind?
I heard him. Converge on position. In position. You running?
Your head's strong. It may have served you well in the past, but ultimately, it's a failing.
You won't get.
I won't what? Please tell me what I won't do, so I can do it anyway. I love breaking expectations.
I'm curious. How far do you think Dr. Reed would go for her research? I think you'd be surprised, Jensen.
She'd go like a couple of miles down the block, probably. And the turrets are off, and you can go suck a duck.
I thought possibly to recruit you, but I see now you would never make a...
I'd make a good soldier. I just wouldn't want to kill anyone. I'd be like, hey, stop shooting at human beings! And then I'd point suggestively at people. I'd be like finger wagging.
Good soldier.
And now I'm up here! Aren't I a sneaky duck? Quack quack. I'm a duck! Quack quack.
Your head's strong. It may have served you well in the past, but ultimately, it's a failing.
How? You seem to be the kind of guy who would appreciate someone who's headstrong.
I've got a possible. You're going down.
I'm not gonna let that happen. I want to make this through as sneaky and stealthily, like a little bat flapping his butterflies. I can't believe I'm finishing this DLC in like 2 episodes.
So short-sighted. You disappoint me. How can a man so gifted be so blind?
By virtue of being blind.
wrong. It may have served you well in the past, but ultimately, it's a failure. You can't stop me!
So this knocks people unconscious, I've heard. I didn't know that.
You always a blind eye. You could have been an asset to the project.
It sounds like your struggles are almost over, Bratan. Is Burke dead?
I'm standing, he's not. Let's just leave it at that.
Oh, you don't make things easy, do you? Still, with Burke out of the picture even briefly, there's a power vacuum I can use. Return to loading bay 2. The doors between here.
I like how he has that on his inventory. Oh, I have no more missions. Apparently, they're like, no, don't worry about it. There are no more missions. The mission part of this game is over. I'm gonna swallow that. I'm gonna drop that, because I don't need that.
Here, and the docking platform will be open for you.
Last time I passed through there, Burke's men were still waiting for me.
Not anymore. Burke has just ordered them away.
Great. Except I came here looking for Megan Reed, Bratan. I can't leave without knowing.
There is a boat heading toward the location as we speak. If you hurry, you can be on it.
I love that you can just pick up a... Like, the turret, you'd imagine they would be bolted down or heavy or weighted. But no, you can just pick up a turret and throw it around like a piece of candy corn. Happy Halloween! I'm the candy corn lady! You want a turret? It looks like candy corn! I just want to throw this at someone's head, because it's just so dumb. That went well enough. I expected to take it down a bit sneakier, but I guess you can't win them all. Happy candy corn! Didn't even need all my praxis.
We've now reached the true story twist in the game, where you're about to walk in and see the person, the mysterious contact is about to be revealed to you. And there were quite a few challenges associated with this this mysterious contact and with this reveal. As you know, you're about to step forward and meet Quinn and discover that Quinn, our lovely little Irish helper, is actually Russian.
Whoa!
And that led to a great casting challenge for us.
Yeah, it was definitely more of a challenge for the talented actor we used, Julian Casey. Great actor, and he's great at doing accents, especially the Irish accent, which I believe he's somewhat native.
He is Irish,
yeah.
Yes.
But so when we pitched to him, how's your Russian accent, and he just kind of gave us a scared face. And he was having a hard time with it, and I think what may have helped is we told him, why don't you go study the film Eastern Promises? Some great Russian acting accents and in there. And he actually did. I think he spent about 3 days just practicing dialogue over and over again. And when he came in, you know, we thought, yeah, okay, it's probably not the most authentic Russian, but for a guy who's jumping between Irish and Russian, it was pretty damn good, and we were happy with it.
Yeah, leave it to the writers to come up with such an interesting, challenging twist on that. The dialogue itself needed to wrap everything up, including reflecting on all of your choices that you made throughout the game, which was yet another one of the fun things that we like to do, trying to keep track of all that. And then the biggest challenge maybe as well was that we had to hide
Well,
Quinn.
we didn't want the player to shoot him from afar.
That would have been bad.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, pow! Oh, crap.
So there's that door opening on the cargo boat, I think, and because it's closed when you get there, and when you open, the forced conversation happens, and you have the guy who was waiting for you inside the boat. That way you couldn't shoot him before. Yeah, we're fascist that way. We don't let you shoot people.
Until you can.
We've been monitoring all incoming and outgoing communications, and the lockdown allowed me to discreetly install a tunneler, rerouting the base's network traffic. By the time Bell Tower...
What about the rest of the base?
Most of them think Burke is still in command. Technically, orders continue to be issued in his name, but...
Burke isn't exactly dead.
Like I said before, you haven't made things easier for us. But they...
Belt?
I'm delighted to say that Burke did most of the...
What about the...
Most of them...
Burke?
Like...
Keitner said she had been approached by an agent for...
Very astute. When I learned of Commander Keitner's suspicions and insubordination...
You mean you lied? So who do you work for?
A loose network of independent operatives, agents of conversion and equilibrium, who...
Your enemy. You're not just talking...
The men and women who pull bell tower strings.
This is a fun part, because he's immune!
Mr. Jensen, allow me to stop you there, before you say anything that might embarrass us both.
What?
Please. I detected your Cassie augmentation the moment you started to analyze my facial movement for pattern sequencing.
But back in your workshop, you...
All part of the game. Think nothing of it. I assume you are not about to bully me again. You remember how well that worked for you last time? Now, pretending you managed to convince me to be more forthcoming...
Something more tangible than a flowery speech about idealism.
Because I admire your tenacity, I will attempt to satisfy your curiosity.
Sounds fair.
In Roman mythology, Janus was a god depicted as having two heads, each gazing in the opposite direction, one looking eastward, the other west. Symbolically, this meant many things to the Romans.
Seeing into the past and the present. The beginning and the end.
That's
Alpha and
something I would
Omega.
say.
I believe you and I have more in common than you would like to admit. Technically, I suppose there is no incorrect answer. Theologians and philosophers have debated the origin and meaning of...
Why? What are you getting at?
While the term invisible war has lost much of its significance due to misappropriation, I assure you, there has never been a better way to describe what is happening in the world. The lives of millions are being decided without a drop of blood ever spilled.
You're telling me the people running Bell Tower want to rule the world?
Bell Tower Associates is no more than...
Roman gods and Illuminati.
You asked for clarity, and I'm being as honest as I can. Whether you choose to acknowledge them or not, lines are...
All right.
I don't know for certain, but what I do know is that earlier today, Burke issued orders to...
Kavanaugh said this was just the factory floor. You're sure Megan is...
Nothing is ever certain in life. Unfortunately, the cargo ship carrying the prisoners has already set sail. But I took the liberty to send out an urgent dispatch in Burke's name, ordering the ship's captain to hold position and...
Wait a second. You want me to get inside another stasis pod?
I know it's far from ideal, but frankly, your options are...
Better be the right fucking boat this time.
Don't worry, mate. It'll be grand.
Ha!
Besides, I thought you Americans liked riding off into the sunset.
I really like that accent swapping. I have 5 praxis points! Never stop looking. And I have so many praxis points. Pocket secretary!
So noticing the two guards that are just
Oh,
at
this
the
is
bottom of the
one.
ramp, one thing like we do very...
Oh, this is all the stuff that I missed! I need to upgrade my inventory a bit, don't I? And I got all of my praxis!
Deus Ex is the,
oh my god, it's all on the floor!
In this case, if you had created chaos on the boat, these guys would be alerted and all...
Oh my god, it's all on the floor. It's all on the floor!
Expect...
No! I can't take it!
Somebody to...
Ah, it's so good. I guess I should just... Oh, look at all this good stuff. Oh.
come out of...
How about I just pump up my energy and just drink one of the jars? That's a good way to get my stuff done. This was really fun. This is a really nice DLC. It's a bit like the first DLC from Dishonored. It's got that nice
this
charm to it.
environment right now, and if you didn't, well, obviously they're just talking, and
It's got a nice charm to it. Charmed. Now that I know what gas grenades do, I'm going to hold on to
just
them a
like
little bit better.
going on their patrol and everything, and that...
God damn it, I want that. I really want that. Oh my god, there's so many grenades. Oh, it's a frag grenade! Why do I have that?
That was a good lead on to the player getting out of an environment into another one, which is beautiful.
Oh man, this is so fun. This is really nice, because it's like, you lost except you didn't! Everything is back under your control. You got every cool stuff that you wanted. You're now the super American man. Jensen. Jensen. I love it when you can press enter to do that sort of stuff, and it's like, hey, just press enter, man. Don't worry about it. Oh, I feel so good. I feel so tough. Still kind of want to get that. I've got 5 more points, so I guess I'll just get this one. That's all 1, so I might as well get this one then. And Stealth Enhancer's 2, so I'll just spend my last point on a little bit more dermal armor.
By the way.
Yeah, we had only 13 weeks to do the DLC, which means that we had plenty of cuts to do in from environment-wise. At first, we didn't want to do the exterior of the base that you're standing in right now, but basically, the level artist just saw the mandate and just.
Access granted.
A motherfucking Adam Jensen, boy! Yeah! Get dunked on! What's a pocket secretary I missed? Oh man, I left all the shit on the floor. Well, time to go to bed!
It's done. Exactly as you instructed.
And yet you sound disappointed. You think we should have handled this differently?
I think we had a valuable asset in our hands, and we're letting him slip away. He could have been very useful in the coming storm.
A hand does not need to be clenched tightly to maintain its hold on someone. Jensen carries too much baggage right now. His obsession with Reed only serves to distract him.
We could have told him
He
the
must
truth.
discover it by himself. And when he does, if you have followed my instructions precisely, we will know how to find him.
He'll have a stupid
Assuming
Facebook account called
he lives
Adam
that
Jensen
long.
finally got a picture of Spider-Man. Trust me, it'll be easy. And they're all photoshopped. They're all photoshopped! And that's why he got fired from Seraph Industries. I like how they inserted this, because I don't know if the game, if the regular game ever acknowledges this. Why am I seeing this? So Jensen, got any plans for the weekend? Man, stasis is boring. God, the stasis is so boring! Ah, I want my coat, and I want a lollipop and a
Pritchard.
chocolate candy bar.
Any chance you're still there?
Jensen, my God. You've been offline for days. Where the hell are you?
I was hoping you'd tell me.
I'm pinging you now. You're in Singapore.
Motherfucking
Something's wrong,
Singapore?!
Jensen. I pinged you, and a second later I lost your GPL signal. It's like you disappeared into a black hole.
Gotta be
A black hole made of chocolate!
a jammer.
Well, obviously. If you can find the transmitter and take it offline, I'll be able to track you. And keep you on a tighter leash.
I've got more important things to do than help you keep tabs on me. If Megan and her team are here, there's no time to waste.
Man, I feel so good to be finally back in action. Look at all these dumbasses. You ain't getting out, punks. But I think we're gonna call it here, because I've done so much. I could have gone for the ghost achievement on that final boss and really try to push my luck. I didn't feel like it. I don't know. Something inside of me said, no, you just roll with the punches, because improvisation is so much more fun when there's no direct, meaningful consequence.
He is? How do you know?
Warren told me he saw him talking to the Queen.
I'm sure she was probably barking over.
Never fuck with the Jensen! They'll suplex you straight into the floor. Oh man, I really needed that. I really needed that. Remember the damn door code. How did you do that? How the fuck did you do that? Like, for real, Jensen, how the hell did you do that? Once. This is my first playthrough. This is all blind, all the time.
Hello?
Oh my god. What do you mean? Why doesn't it not look like it? What am I doing? Am I doing something wrong?
The World Health Organization today issued an unprecedented recall on augmentation technology.
Like, yes, I looked up a couple of things once or twice, but I've been very vocal about when I've looked up anything at all.
Spokeswoman for the WHO, confirmed that the cause of these disruptions has been linked to a major malfunction in the multi-channel.
I've read a wiki on a few things, yes, but I've always said when I have. And then again, I've also reloaded a couple of things. I've never seen a playthrough, though. Surprisingly, this game is a lot more blind than Undertale.
Unprecedented recall on augmentation technology. For days, reports of temporary malfunctions and electrostatic disturbances have been flooding in from around the globe. Elizabeth
Oh my god, I have so many of these. Oh, I'm so lazy. Look at how lazy I am. Oh! Ooh, that's so lazy. Oh, I'm just, ooh. I can't take how lazy I am. I need to.
neural impulses directly to inorganic tissue. She is urging people to visit their local limb clinics immediately to have the faulty chips replaced.
Access granted.
You must have done something, Jensen. 4 of our GPL signals just popped up, including yours. Koss, Colvin, Faraday. I'm not picking up Dr. Reed.
Send me the coordinates you do have. And Pritchard, tell Sarif.
I can't. While you were incommunicado, Mr. Darrow invited him, Bill Taggart, and the UN delegates to Panchaea. They're halfway to the Arctic by now.
Great.
A major malfunction in the multi-channel peripheral nerve biochip. A device which
Oh, shush it. Every time, like, I've looked up that one password. That's like the biggest cheat I've done so far. And even that, I'm like, I mostly did it because I'm like, whatever. Like, I try to stay on the clean side of things, but sometimes I get a little bit iffy, and I get an itchy finger, and I just have to. But I try to keep a clean ship. I try to keep things according to the rules, you know. But it's just kind of baked into me to occasionally take a little bit of a help. Because I don't play games, like, sure, I like it when the challenge is real, and I'm like, yeah! But there are lots of moments where I'm like, I don't really care.
So this is the antenna I was talking about a bit earlier. It is we had a lot of problem actually with the players actually understanding what the antenna was, because we talked about it in the first briefer, but people didn't necessarily make the connection with the visual. So we ended up adding another location where it can be disabled from, and it is from the barracks.
The
barracks. Because you can go and climb on the ladder itself, the antenna itself.
You can? Oh, you can.
Disable it from here.
Yep.
Or go in the barracks, and there's another spot where we
Yes.
can disable it remotely.
And we also had to add a map of the compound inside the barracks, because we couldn't give a window on the antenna that would allow you to see the antenna from the barracks. But again, for mostly streaming and memory constraint, we had to add an actual map of the compound.
So all that because of T-Bone, right?
Yup.
Nice. Nice.
Oh, you know what? I'm done. I'm out. We'll continue next time. Where am I anyway? I'm in a Singapore facility. That's a great place to be. See you guys next time. I'm kind of salty now. I dropped 0.02%, 97 frames. That's something. Don't be such a purist nothing, Finn. It's all fun and games, literally.